Welcome back to Timeless Trivia, the quiz where we test your knowledge of history. Today's episode will focus on Australian history from the First Fleet to the nation's federation. If you are playing for sheep stations, please make sure you have a pen and paper at the ready with numbers 1 to 15 marked down your page. Each game has its own unique ranking system, and today's is as follows. 1 to 4 points and you're a wombat. 5 to 9 points and you're a brown snake. 10 to 14 points and you're a crocodile. Full marks and you're a timeless trivia champion. Are you ready? Let's dive in and see how much you know about this fascinating period. 3, 2, 1. Question 1. In what year did the First Fleet arrive in Australia, marking the beginning of British colonization? A. 1770. B. 1788. C. 1801. D. 1815. The answer is B. 1788. Question 2. What is the name of the British naval officer who led the First Fleet and became the first governor of New South Wales? A. James Cook. B. Matthew Flinders. C. Arthur Phillip. D. William Bligh. The answer is C. Captain Arthur Phillip. Question 3. Which famous Australian landmark, a former penal colony, is located on an island in Tasmania? A. Port Arthur. B. Port Jackson. C. Botany Bay. D. Fremantle Prison. The answer is A. Port Arthur. Question 4. What was the name given to the British colonies established in Australia for the purpose of relocating convicts? A. Settlement colonies. B. Penal colonies. C. Agricultural colonies. D. Free colonies. The answer is B. Penal colonies. Question 5. In 1851, which valuable metal was discovered in Australia, leading to a massive influx of people and rapid development? A. Silver. B. Gold. C. Copper. D. Platinum. The answer is B. Gold. Question 6. What was the name of the violent 1854 event in Victoria where gold miners protested against the colonial government's mining license fees and enforcement methods? A. Gold Rush Rebellion. B. Ballarat Uprising. C. Eureka Stockade. D. Bendigo Battle. The answer is C. Eureka Stockade. Question 7. What is the name of the famous Australian bushranger and outlaw known for his last stand and homemade armor? A. Ben Hall. B. Mad Dog Morgan. C. Ned Kelly. D. Captain Moonlight. The answer is C. Ned Kelly. Question 8. Which two Australian colonies were established without convicts in the early 19th century? A. South Australia and Victoria. B. South Australia and Western Australia. C. Queensland and Victoria. D. Queensland and Western Australia. The answer is B. South Australia and Western Australia. Question 9. Name of the influential Australian explorer who led 3 major expeditions into the interior of the continent. The answer is John McDougall Stewart. Question 10. I am an influential Australian statesman and the first Prime Minister of Australia. Who am I? The answer is Sir Edmund Barton. Question 11. This famous Australian landmark, also known as Ayers Rock, is a large sandstone rock formation in the Northern Territory. What is the name of this location? The answer is Uluru. Question 12. What was the name of the policy implemented by the Australian government during the 19th and 20th centuries, which led to the forced removal of Indigenous children from their families? The answer is the Stolen Generation. Question 13. Which British naturalist visited Australia during his voyage on the HMS Beagle and went on to develop the theory of evolution by natural selection. The answer is Charles Darwin. Question 14. In 1880, which two Australian colonies became the first to grant women the right to vote? The answer is South Australia and Western Australia. Question 15. What was the name of the legislation that united the 6 British colonies of Australia into one nation on January 1st, 1901? The answer is the Commonwealth of Australia Constitution Act, or the Australian Constitution. That brings us to the end of today's episode of Timeless Trivia. We hope you enjoyed testing your knowledge of Australian history, and we look forward to seeing you next Monday morning for another exciting episode. Remember, you can submit your scores, feedback, and questions to learninggoals@gmail.com, or follow and comment on our Instagram page at Modern History HSC Podcast. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for even more historical fun. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the past, and we'll see you next time on Timeless Trivia.